Hello, this is Bhaskar Chakravorti, Dean of Global Business at the Fletcher School at Tufts University. This is part two of my conversation with Sergiy and Lyubomyr, who are part of the IT army in Ukraine, and they are fighting the economic war within the country as the military war is raging all around them. I had a very heartening conversation with them earlier about where they are, how their families and their colleagues are faring through this very difficult time. And they want to send a message that the Ukrainian economy is one of the most important engines of defense against the war, against the Russian invasion. And it's important to keep this economy going. And one of the important drivers of this economy is tech. And my question to Sergiy and Lyubomyr is, can you give us a little bit of background on the tech industry in Ukraine and why it is so important and what role it plays in the larger global digital economy?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, and Ukraine is has rather developed, IT companies. We have a lot of companies, IT companies, global IT companies, and probably it's the most, we are famous with talents, with quality, with service delivery, and it's so a lot of companies, it's like many. And a part of economy, IT, tech companies as a part of economy, probably we had as a third place in Ukraine economy last year that created budget of our country. So it's like a lot of money, yes, for this economy. So it's, I don't know what to add. So it's, for me, it's really important, and right. The biggest part of
just to give an idea, I just can add that, really 1 of 5 Fortune 50 countries use Ukrainian IT services. So it's a big names like, Google, Microsoft, Oracle, all around the world. They have either R&D or some partner companies in Ukraine that offering services to them. And, IT industry is really one of probably not so many industries that can still operate in Ukraine. Obviously, we have lots of issues with other industries where logistic chains are broken, or people cannot conduct their work like they used to, right? Or some big factories or other stuff can just work efficiently. So IT sphere is probably unique in this case because it's not, we used to work in distributed mode since pandemic started, right? So we adapted our processes, our ways of communication, of working with our clients to work remotely, to work from different locations. And we, sharpen this process to be as efficient as possible. And this, in these hard times, it's actually one of, as I said, one of the few industries that can work, keep the pace and work efficiently with our customers and bring in, income to the Ukraine economy.
Well, thank you for that, Lyubomyr and Sergiy. Could you give us a sense of how the tech and the IT ecosystem is supporting each other during this difficult time? Do you coordinate with your colleagues and some of the other firms? And is there, and are you getting help from the government?
Yeah, it's difficult to say about like coordinating, and yeah, for sure we communicate a lot with other IT companies, and we are trying to help maybe smaller IT companies with relocation to our city, helping them to find some offices, accommodation for their families, for their talents. It's right now it's most communication about it, and also a lot of collaboration and communication, not only through tech companies as about our project, But now the tech industry, Ukrainian tech industry, is probably the one of the biggest that still can bring money outside of Ukraine to Ukraine. And a lot of IT specialists, IT talent support our army, support like country to fight with Russia with their money. So if, for example, if other countries through the government could provide us like weapons, I don't know, some arms, yeah, weapons, but only tech companies, Ukrainian tech companies, could through their like cash and money to do some small stuff that it's like personal stuff. Yeah, we purchase a lot of medicine, a lot of personal like army ammunition for each soldier. So we support with providing, I don't know, some accommodation for people from east part of Ukraine. And we need like money for this. And here we understand probably more personally what particular people needs, and it's like create a lot of supporting for these people. Yeah, so it's like it's not centralized. It's like spread through whole country. Yeah, and we can support. It's like a huge networking. So and tech company just support this network in and help our country to fight.
Great, thank you for that. And I think one of the things that I was reading was a lot of the tech ecosystem is also helping citizens find escape routes out of the out of the hot regions that are being pummeled by bombs. Is that something that can you say a little bit more about that?
Right. Yeah, we have. It's like immediately in Ukraine, tech companies created several applications in different. So yeah, people could find bomb shelters easily. Yeah, we created several applications that coordinate 1,000 volunteers and coordinate them. We created this like siren application that works through internet because we had some issue with sirens during missile and air attack. So, and now probably each Ukrainian citizen has this application on their mobile phones. Yeah, so it's like, it was like a lot of, so we had the issue with, I don't know, with when we voluntarily, we have this like staff moving abroad. So how to calculate it, how to spread it through different places. So IT companies understand how to do it. And a lot of people from IT company just sit and help our government and our volunteers to do it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for that, Sergey. Let's talk a little bit about your company. Can you say a little bit about what your company does and what kind of work are you doing currently, and what kind of work are you looking to do? We're hoping that we can bring more tech work to Ukraine in order to provide ammunition to the IT army. So say more about your company and your work.
Yeah, actually, it's like service provider company, and we really focused on several industries. It's like fintech project, it most probably part of our business, and also entertainment, and we call it like ticketing. We help entertainment company just to sell tickets, to manage venues, etc. So, and probably Lyubomyr is like on the front of all this. Yeah, I'm mostly responsible for process. So Lyubomyr knows and probably say more even.
Right. So yeah, as I'm a head of solution architects and actually a solution architect at SoftJourn, so I work closely with our customers, with our clients to translate their business needs into a solution that can be developed for them either in our company or in any other company. So we do consulting, we do analysis of their requirements. We obviously then work with them on during the implementation phase. So it's really well, particularly my job is more to translate, as I said, to see what is the problem, how it can be solved efficiently, and then based on our expertise, based on the previous project that we have conducted, what we can suggest, what works, what doesn't really work, because sometimes they have an idea and they come to us with one view, and then we try to kind of help them sort out the details. What are the possible risks? What could be the good next steps? Like if they have a big project, maybe it should be split into a couple baby steps before you can really put a lot of funds into this idea. So it's really early, work. We obviously have. It all started with our, sales and marketing department, where they try to engage with the customer, and then from their perspective, and then we work with them from the technical perspective. So so that's how we work and how we bring value to our customers, not only just as offshore of their team, but we do really we provide by our expertise, exposing our expertise. We try to give them value by consulting, by a suggestion, and by creating solutions for them.
Great, thank you for that, Lyubomyr. So before we close this episode, I'll ask each of you if there's one message that you would like to send to people outside Ukraine, what would that be? So Lyubomyr, you go first, and then we'll close with Sergiy.
Okay, yes. So if I would say, I just want to step back a little bit. I often receive messages of support from clients, even that I haven't been working for like 7 years or so. Then all of a sudden they said, okay, we are with you, we pray for a quick outcome of the situation, and we want to give you support. So what I would like to say that really we appreciate any kind of support, and actually keep working with us, adding new project to us, and working with Ukraine as an IT industry actually gives you an opportunity to provide that support to the people that are fighting not just for their country, but fighting for really the whole world, just to prove the real values of the world, right? To show this message that the truth and that everything should be according to the real values of the world society, right? Not because someone just wants to take someone else's land.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Lyubomyr. Sergiy.
Okay, so right now in Ukraine we have two fronts. The first front is like on the hot and our army is working on it, and the second front is economy. Yeah, without this second front, we cannot support our country and survive. So, and my message to other tech and for other, so you can help us through us to help on the second front. And if you do it, so be sure that our country will fight with this evil, and you have a chance to help us through providing some work to us and supporting us through our service. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. There are two fronts, at least two fronts, if not more, the military front and the economic front. And
economic front, yeah. And
there's definitely on the economic front, there is much that we can do from the outside to help Ukraine, and particularly through the tech economy. So I'm grateful to you, Sergiy, and to you, Lyubomyr, for the conversation. We'll be back with you to check in. And in the meantime, stay safe and be well. And our thoughts are with you and your colleagues, your family, and everyone around you, and your country, and your president, who's been inspirational to everybody, not just in Ukraine, but elsewhere. I'm Bhaskar Chakravorti, Dean of Global Business at the Fletcher School at Tufts University. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.